Hi friends, we now have one shloka from the Chanakya Niti. We know that Chanakya was a great minister, very intelligent, very crafty minister who was responsible for the emergence of that Mauryan empire. We had discussed it earlier in some other shlokas. So this is one such shloka, one shloka from his Chanakya Niti. So we'll read this. This says that we need not talk about ourselves, but our manners will talk about us. Our manners will reveal who we are. Our speech reveals where we come from. We need not say what is my lineage. My lineage is told by my very manners. And then I need not say where I am coming from. The moment I open my mouth and then say a few words, then the other man will say, oh, you are from India, because yours is Indian English. Suppose somebody says instead of simple, somebody says symbol, you can immediately say he is from Tamil Nadu or Kerala, but some symbol. So it is like that. Somebody says instead of say so, suppose somebody says a show, it is from Bengal. So we can immediately say that, oh, this gentleman is from Bengal. Instead of saying Aravinda, he says Aurobindo, then it is from Bengal or some corners of Orissa. So like that, we need not say where we come from, but then our speech will reveal. So similarly, you need not say whether two people are friends or not. You need not openly say the way they meet, the way they interact, their behavior, it will reveal whether they are good friends or not. Then similarly, whether you are eating good food or not, it is revealed by your body. If your body is quite sound and all that, you are eating quite well. If you are so emaciated and then so thin and emaciated, you are not eating properly. So that is it. So we read this shloka. Acharah kulamakhyati deshamakhyati bhashanam sambhrama snehamakhyati vapurakhyati bhojanam. So here let us see acharaha. What is achara? Achara is acharati iti acharaha. The way you conduct yourself, that is achara. The way you conduct yourself at every step. The way you walk in, the way you greet, the way you say greet a person, the way you sit. Maybe if you are eating, the way you are eating. If you are grabbing your food and eating, it shows not a very great upbringing. Suppose you are waiting for the food in a very dignified manner, and then when all the food is served, then only you keep the spoon in the proper place and keep the fork in the proper place, keep the knife in the proper place, and you eat in a very proper manner. Then it shows, okay, oh, this chap has been brought up in a nice way, brought up in a correct way. See, he knows the etiquette, what we call the etiquette. So if you know the etiquette, while speaking to a guru, there is a proper etiquette. While speaking to someone else, there is a proper etiquette. So that etiquette, it shows the upbringing. Kulam need not mean, say, his caste or anything. Kulam means his, lineage, where he come from, what type of family. Is it a sort of, cultured family or from a sort of uncultured background? So that is the picture here. Then, desham akhyati bhashanam. That is our speech. So the minute we go to America or some such place, England or some place, they know that you are from India. Because, in fact, recently I was seeing one stand-up comedian. You know the stand-up comedians? So these stand-up comedians, the man comes and then typically he speaks how an Indian speaks in a very funny way. When we speak, we don't realize that our language is so funny. But when somebody, an American, he is a stand-up comedian, he imitates how we speak, then we realize how much difference is there between our speech and their regular speech. So similarly, if an Englishman were to speak our Telugu, our Indian language, he will also speak in a totally funny way. So similarly, the Vapuhu, the Desham, Akhyati Bhashanam. So if you are a student of, if you have studied Bernard Shaw has written a book called Pygmalion. It is a play, actually it is a play, and that play was produced as a movie in a very beautiful form. The movie's name is My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady, have you seen? If you have not seen, you have to immediately see with your children, because My Fair Lady, that what is that gentleman, Rex Harrison and Audrey Hepburn. So those people, they have acted in such a great way. The character there is Professor Higgins. There is a linguist there. There is a linguist who is the hero. It is not somebody who is a fighter who is the hero. The hero there is a linguist. He is a professor who is a phonetician. He has profound knowledge of phonetics and linguistics. So he is somebody. When he is walking in the market, he speaks to some girl, and then he says, "Oh, you are from that place." And somebody speaks to somebody else, and then he says, "Oh, you are from that place." Then all the people, they start wondering as to how do you know this fellow is somebody like a secret agent or some sleuth. So people start suspecting. Then he explains, no, there is nothing like that. I observe the language. I only know. I can in fact place a person within 1 mile anywhere in London, he says. Anywhere in London, within 1 mile, I'll say, within a few blocks, in fact, I can say where the person is from, because the language keeps on changing. Dialect, what we call a dialect, the same language will have so many dialects. In fact, we know that in Andhra Pradesh we have got 3 dialects. In Telugu language itself has 3 dialects. One is a Rayalaseema dialect, one is a Telangana dialect, and one is Coastal Andhra dialect. Again, in the Coastal Andhra dialect, we have got 2 differences. One is a North Coastal dialect and South Coastal dialect. So in English, if you see, London English may be different, and somewhere else it is different, and Scotland it is again different. If you see James Bond, Sean Connery, his English is slightly different. They use the word sha, more of sha. So it's like that. So Scottish people and Irish people, their English is slightly different. American English is different. So Desham Akhyati Bhashanam, we need not say, but our language reveals. Then Sambhramaha Sneham Akhyati. Sneham is friendship. You need not say, I am a great friend of his. When 2 people meet, suppose you embrace, you hug each other, and then you exchange, you are so warm in greeting each other, you are so happy, you are so exuberant. So all that exuberance shows how friendly you are. If you are not even shaking hands, or simply in a very formal way you shake hands and then you are talking in a very, very indifferent way, you are just casual acquaintances, there is no great friendship between you. So when there is friendship, the way you speak, there are no personal barriers. When there is no friendship, there are great personal barriers. You will not go beyond that barrier. But if you are a friend, those barriers will not be there. Those barriers will be removed, and then you are very free to interact with him. The other person is very freely interacting with you. So there are no barriers. So that will reveal Sambhramaha. Sambhrama is that exuberance. Or sometimes going out of the way to greet. We know that there was a very famous chairman, Mao, who was heading the Chinese government, China. So if Mao shook hands with somebody, that was great news. Mao's handshake, suppose some Indian leader goes from here to China, and Mao doesn't even give him an interview. He was so high and mighty in those days. Suppose this leader, he goes and then gets a handshake from Chairman Mao. That will be highly publicized. Oh, he got a handshake from Chairman Mao. That itself was a great gesture of, say, it elevates this gentleman's stature. So it is like that. So Sambhramaha Sneham Akhyati. Then Vapuhu means body. Vapuhu Akhyati Bhojana. Akhyati means tells. Everywhere the word Akhyati means tells. Kya means to make it known. Akhyati means it tells. Vapuhu body, it tells what type of food you are eating. Suppose you are eating all bad food. You are eating somebody's like a lifestyle which is of couch potato lifestyle, it is said. Nowadays we use the word called couch potato. Couch potato is sitting on a couch and then eating potato chips. So such a person, what type of personality he will have? He will have a huge belly and then he all hanging, body joints and all that, hanging limbs. So he will be just like that. So it tells, oh, you are a couch potato, you have never done any exercise. Then Vapuhu Akhyati, it tells Bhojana, what type of food you are eating. If you are a strongly built man, or at least if you are healthy, you are eating some healthy food. Bhagavad Gita, it tells about what is healthy food, what is bad food, etc. Food also is in 3 categories. What is called Sattvika food, then what is called Rajasa food, and what is called Tamasa food. Bhagavad Gita, that 16th or 17th chapter, what is this? Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. After that, it tells about what type of food. Sattvika food is something which is gentle, soft, smooth food. which basically nourishes the body. It nourishes the body. It doesn't cause any sort of say disturbances in the body. It is not. It doesn't cause any harm to the body. And Rajasa food is something which excites you. Rajasa, it always drives you. It like all types of hot food, and then fast foods, etc. So many fast foods. Those are the things which excite a person to activity. So they are fast food. They are such foods. Tamasa food is something which dulls. Something like liquor, something like say drugs, etc. And along with the drugs, you also take something bad food also. So such foods which dulls a person's intellect. So they are called tamasa foods. So like that, if you see a person, you can see what type of food he is eating. So that is how we need not reveal our very presence, our manners, our speech, etc. It reveals what we are. So let us read this shloka. Achara kulamakhyati Deshamakhyati bhashanam Sambhramas snehamakhyati Vapurakhyati bhojanam. Fine.